Dear students, good afternoon. I want to take a class on the 5 laws of chemical combination. Based on these 5 laws, all chemical reactions in nature occurs. That means whether it is natural or industrial or any other method, the chemical reactions will occur based on these 5 laws only. The first one is the law of conservation of mass by Lavoisier, the father of chemistry. According to the law of conservation of mass, the total mass of reactants and products is always same in a particular chemical reaction. That is, the total mass of reactants is equal to total mass of product, means mass remains conserved in a chemical reaction. As an example, consider the case of carbon and oxygen reacted together to form carbon dioxide. The total mass of carbon and oxygen in the reactant side is, actually we can see that it is 44 gram. Similarly, 1 mole of carbon dioxide is formed, it is also 44 gram. That is, mass is conserved. That is, total mass is constant. Coming to the next law of chemical combination, that is law of definite proportion or law of constant composition. The law of definite proportion or constant composition proposed by Proust. According to this law, in any methods we can prepare any compound, whether it is natural or industrial. The same compound always contains the same elements combined together in a fixed proportion of their masses. Consider the case of carbon dioxide. It can be synthesized by many chemical reactions. It can be produced by as a byproduct of many chemical reaction or burning of wood articles. Whether the carbon dioxide is formed, it contains the two elements carbon and oxygen combined in a fixed proportion of mass as 12:32. Then coming to the next law, the law of multiple proportion by Dalton. According to the law of multiple proportion by Dalton, when an element combines with another element to form more than one compound, the different masses of one of the elements which combines with the fixed mass of the other elements behaves a simple whole number ratio. Consider the example of carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and carbon combines with another oxygen atom to form carbon monoxide. Here the mass of carbon in the two compounds is same, that is 12 gram, but the mass of oxygen in the two compounds is different. In carbon dioxide mass of oxygen is 32 and in carbon monoxide mass of oxygen is 16. Their masses bear a simple whole number ratio. This is law of multiple proportions. That is 1:2. Then coming to the next law, law of reciprocal proportions. This was proposed by Richter. According to this law of reciprocal proportions, when an element A combines with an element B in the ratio X is to Y, A again combines with third element C in the ratio X is to Z. If B and C combines, they must be in the ratio Y is to Z. As an example, consider the case of H2O and H2S. In the two compounds, hydrogen combines with sulfur and hydrogen combines with oxygen. If sulfur and oxygen combines to form SO2, they must be in the simple whole number ratio. Then we can see that they must be in the simple whole number ratio, means in water the oxygen is 16 gram. In H2S the sulfur is 32 gram. If sulfur and oxygen combines to form sulfur dioxide, their mass ratio is 32:16. 32:32. It is 1:1. Then coming to the fifth law known as Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. According to this Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes, when gaseous reactants combine to form gaseous products, their volumes are in a simple whole number ratio. Consider the case of nitrogen and hydrogen combines to form ammonia. Nitrogen is 1 liter combines with 3 liters of hydrogen to form 2 liters of ammonia. Their volume ratio is 1:3:2. You can see it. That is all I want to wind up it.